Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Daggerfall Unity. Last time we were in the region of Kogria, exploring around, doing some quests, and I said that this episode we were going to head to the Wrothgarian Mountains. The reason being that the Wrothgarian Mountains is just a much bigger region, so there's much more to explore, much more potential dungeons to be sent to, so I just thought it would be more interesting to be there than to be in Kogria. Now the first thing we have to do to go here is actually find a suitable town. Because we're going to want to find a town that has shops that will give us good prices when we go to sell things. So I figure maybe we should travel to the nearest big town. Looks like it might be Singham. And then if that place doesn't have good shops, we can move on to the next town. So I think that's what we'll do right now. I just want to check real quickly if we have things to sell. Did we sell our items last episode? We didn't, actually. So we have a bunch of items to potentially sell. Now, the thing is, we do know that there are some shops in... Are we in the right town here? Let's see. No, so not here, but back in the town of... I think it's Alchester. There are shops that we can sell things for pretty good prices. But maybe we can actually find shops that give us even better prices in the Wrothgarian Mountains. So let's go ahead and head to Singham and take a look at what that town is like. Okay, here we are, Singham. One thing I've noticed is that the loading screen times are way less now that I've turned off Trees of Daggerfall. So if you'll remember, because I'm hoping to test out the airships mod soon, I turned off Trees of Daggerfall because it's just so performance intensive that it tends to basically slow down the airships mod too much to use. Anyways, it looks like a very rainy day and a very busy day here in Daggerfall, or I guess I should say in the Wrothgarian Mountains. And we are in this big town, and there are a lot of shops, so hopefully we will find some shops that are good, give us good prices. Let's see. Looks like there's only general stores, though. There are pawn shops. Now, pawn shops we can sell our armor and weapons at. Let's see. Are there guilds here? There are. We have a Fighters Guild and a Magus Guild, and then just one pawn shop. So this place doesn't look that promising, just from the outset. Because ideally we're going to want a place with a lot of armorer shops. I don't actually know, like, is there a capital of the Wrothgarian Mountains? Is there a town in this city or in this region called Wrothgarian Mountains? We'll find out. Let's just keep heading west, though, and seeing if this pawn shop is a place where we might want to sell our stuff. Looks like there's a jewelry shop right here. We don't really need to go in there for any reason, though. Let's see, are there just a million general stores here then? Like, why are there so many shops? It seemed like there were a lot. Let's see. Gem stores. There's 2 gem stores, and there is a library. And there's a Temple of Kinnereth here. Anyways, let's keep looking for the pawn shop. And I guess there's maybe some banks too, that's why. Yeah, there's 2 banks. Alright. Let's see. Pawn shop. Okay, I keep getting told to go west, but you know what I would love is maybe marking it on my map. One thing I forgot to check, too, is... Okay, I wanted to make sure I took all my money out of the bank in Kogria, because we probably won't be heading back there, so it'd be sort of out of our way to have to go back there to retrieve our money. Okay, she does not look like the sort of person who would be riding on... in a full set of armor, riding on a horse. Okay, pawn shop. Alright, jeez. She doesn't want to talk to me. How about you, sir? Pawn shop. We're really having trouble getting someone to mark this down. I'm gonna keep trying, though. Perfect, thank you. Alright, so it's all the way to the west. Let's see if this is the sort of place that we'd want to be at. So, oh, it's 7 in the morning, so the pawn shop won't be open yet. Okay, looks like it won't open until 9, so we'll wait 1 more hour. Okay, this is definitely not a place we want to be. This is a high-quality shop, so they won't give us good prices. So, that means we're going to move on to the next big town. Let's look nearby. Let's head up north to Alto and see if that's any better. We're going to start traveling recklessly so we don't waste too much time doing this. Okay, here we go, Alto. And this town looks like it's going to be very, very big too. It's pretty big, but there's actually not as many shops. There's deceptively less shops than you might think that there are here. So, this may not be the best place, but we'll check regardless. There are 2 armorers, so that's good. We got 1 marked on our map. Can you tell me where the pawn shop is too? There's 2 pawn shops. We have 4 potential places where we can sell things. I'm going to keep asking around, trying to get everything marked on our map here. Wait, this one's south. That means... Okay, there's 3 things south. I thought I was all the way to the south, but no, I'm not. Pawn shops, let's see. Southeast, north, okay. Armor. This guy doesn't want to talk to me, so he's probably not going to tell me anything else, but I'll try regardless. Yep. We'll ask a few more people, and then we'll just start heading towards the shops and look where they are. Let's see. Okay, perfect. We got both of these marked on our map. Now we just need a pawn shops marked. One is to the southeast, one is to the northwest. Northwest, okay. Well, now that we have the armors marked on our map, they're both right down there, straight to the south. So let's head there and check those out first. Now, I said this episode that I was going to talk about some of the new updates to the game, both in terms of updates to mods and updates to Daggerfall Unity. So, we were previously playing on 10.21, we're now on 10.23, so there's been 2 updates since then. One of them was actually a fairly large update. But it was only, I guess it was deceptively large in the sense that the updates, they did a lot of updates that don't obviously impact gameplay. They're more, updates that will open up the way for new mods. For instance, they now have it so you can edit the weapons basically in the game. I'm not sure the details of that. It has something to do with the modding. Anyways, let's check out these 2 shops before we continue this. So this is an adequate. This is like the medium message, like the message right in the middle. This is a good message. So neither of these places are ideal really for selling our stuff. We want a message of a low quality shop. So let's go check out the pawn shops. So one of the pawn shops is east of here, so it's probably going to be one of those 3 shops over there. So we'll head that direction now. One feature I did note, which is kind of nice, is that there is now a toggle crouch option. So before you had to just press crouch, and then you'd be crouching, press crouch again, and you'd stop crouching. Now you can sort of hold it down, and then when you release it, you stop crouching. So it's an option basically that you find in most modern games where instead of having to toggle, you can just hold it down and then you'll stop crouching. That wasn't a feature present in old Daggerfall, but it now is a feature in Daggerfall Unity. Then the other big set of updates I wanted to talk about was there have been a few new modules been added to roleplay and realism, which is one of the mod packs we're using. For those of you that may not remember, that's the mod pack that affects this horse, for instance. It has like a number of different modules that it uses. And they have, I think, 3 new modules. Here's a pawn shop. Let's check this one out. Nope, that's not the message we wanted. Alright, we just gotta go to the last pawn shop now. Northwest. Okay, let's head to the northwest. So one of the modules was pretty minor, or 2 of them were pretty minor. One of them was just a bug fix to the way that a strength bonus worked. Not too interesting. One of them changed purify potions to, I think, a new kind of potion, like a... I forget what the new potion was that it changed it to. I think maybe a cure poison or a health restore potion or something like that, which I think was just another bug fix from the original game. So not that interesting. I probably got the details of that wrong. You can read it up on the forums, link in the description. But the one module that did have a larger effect I'll talk about in a second. Let's just head into this pawn shop first and see what's going on in here. Let's see. Okay, so this is not the message we wanted. So this town isn't going to cut it. So let's head to the next big town nearby. Let's head to Berkshire. Okay. It is the nighttime. Let's check out what they have on offer here. There's a number of shops, and there's an inn right here, so let's just rest for the night in the inn. And then hopefully we'll hunt around again. Kind of sucks that we have to do this hunting around for a good town, but that's the penalty for having to go to a new region again. So it's 6 p.m., so let's rest. We have to rest for quite a while, actually. We'll start out by resting for like 15 hours. That should get us to where we want to be. Okay. Streetwise skill improved. So that's basically when we talk to people using the blunt speaking skill. That's what streetwise is. I'll show you that in a second here, actually. There should be people out. So, okay, where is... Here we go. So if you look up here where it says tone, blunt basically checks your streetwise. Normal is just doesn't affect anything, and polite checks your etiquette skill. So we've been... That's why it's usually good to talk in blunt or polite, so that you can sort of be training your skills. So we'll use blunt, and let's see what they have here. 3 armor, so that's a lot of potential places. Okay, this person doesn't like us, so she's not going to give us the information we want to know. Let's try this guy over here. Armors. Essential armor. Oh, this guy doesn't like me either. Okay. Not very helpful at all. Always hard going to a new region. Essential armor. Northeast. Okay, so we got 2 to the northeast. Let's check on the... There's no pawn shops here. Oh, wait, there's 1. Okay, that's good. Northwest. And then what else do we want to know about? I guess that's the only thing we care about. So let's head northeast first and find the armor shops. Looks like there could be 2 right here. That this whole cluster could be 2. Right, so the last feature of... Oh, this is an alchemy shop. Might be good to check this out. Okay. Because we do sell alchemy ingredients quite a lot. So the last feature of roleplay and realism that they added in the newest update is basically a module that will let you automatically extinguish like your torch or whatever light you're using when you're leaving a dungeon, which is actually really helpful because if you'll remember, I always forget to turn off my light, my lantern or my torch when I leave a dungeon. So that actually is quite helpful. Oh, I forgot to read the message when I came in here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, this is that's a good message. So this would be a good place to sell our stuff. So that's actually quite good. These are both good places. These are both like low quality shops. So this is actually these are quite good places to sell our goods. Now there is actually a message worse than this. So this message you see here: sturdy shells cobbled together out of scrap. Lumber hold the shop wares. The items are sound and functional, but little more than that. There's actually one more shop you can get, or one message you can get, which is even better for prices. However, that one I rarely see. It's kind of hard to find it. So we could potentially keep searching for that. I haven't in the past. We've been settling for that message, but I think that's probably fine. Now, it would be nice. Let me see if they only have 1 alchemist in this town. They do have 2. Let's see. Can I get it marked on my map? Vintage potions. Is that the one we already went to? No, it's not. Oh, this is vintage potions right here. Okay, perfect. Let's check this one out. Okay, this is like... So the alchemy shops here aren't the best, but they're not terrible either. Let's just check the pawn shop. Alright, no one really seems to know. It's going to be all the way back to the southeast, so let's head in that direction. This could be a potential town, though. This could be good. I think they do have guilds here, too. Yeah, they have a mages guild and a fighters guild, which is more than enough for our purposes for the time being. I could potentially offline, because it is sort of boring to just walk around towns. I could, in between episodes, maybe find the best town, you know, that has like really low quality alchemy and armor shops and then station there. But for the time being, I think this town will do. Maybe we'll check 1 or 2 other towns. We could do some exploring around, maybe. Could be fun to check out a few other places. Maybe we can get a quest to do in this new region while we're doing that. Let's see. So there's 1 shop over here. Let's check what that is. Now, the reason, by the way, that I only look at the quality of the pawn shops... Here's the pawn shop, actually. Let's check it out. This is, like, alright, not great. So the reason I only check the quality of the pawn shops and the armor shops is because that's where you can sell your armor and weapons. You can't sell... Well, you can sell weapons, I think, at general stores and weapons stores, but your armor you can only sell at the pawn shops and the armors. And because armor is, like, a huge bulk of the stuff I sell, that's what matters. And that's why alchemy shops matter, too, because I sell a huge bulk of... my stuff in the alchemy shops and in the armor or pawn shops. So we've checked out most of what is on offer in this town. Let's see if we can get a quest from the inn maybe and check out a few other nearby towns, and then we'll decide where we want to station. This seems like a good potential option. But let's see if we have any quests here. I think this guy usually gives you a quest. Let's check. Oh, not today though. Okay, we have the game saved, so let's just search around for any potential quests to do. Oh, that was to the courtyard here. Nothing to do in here. This is a really big inn, so I feel like I should be able to find someone with something to do. See if the innkeeper has something. No, I could ask maybe about work. Let's see. Tell me about. Let's see. Scrolling to the bottom here, or where? Let's see. Any news? I think there's a way to ask about work. Here it is. Here it is. You just click on the work tab. All right, a bit of toil and grind from around here. It's also funny, if you'll notice the message that you say, technically this box up here says what you say. I never look at it, but if you change your tone, it will change what it says up here. So if I ask about work and I'm asking in a polite way, I say, fine, apprise me of the situation with opportunities for profit. In a normal manner, I say, what can you tell me about gainful employment? And if I ask in a blunt manner, I say, all right, what's the story on lucrative business opportunities? So that's actually another pretty cool feature that I haven't pointed out before. But that's something nice to check out. Let's see. Check with Evelyn Buckingsmith. She usually has work over at the Feather and Badger. Okay, so we'll head over to the Feather and Badger if we can't find anyone in here. This is a huge inn. Ooh, wow. That's an interesting group of boxes they have up there. Look at this tiny painting. Absolutely tiny. I like this though. This is all, by the way, redone. This is Tavern's redone you're looking at here. This is definitely not the original Tavern. It has been redesigned to have you know, those paintings and a variety of cool new features. So I'm not seeing anyone in here. So I think maybe it's time to go check out the Feather and Badger. So that, I imagine, is one of the other inns. Well, there's a lot of inns in this town. A lot of taverns. I guess in the Wrothgarian Mountains, when it's rainy outside, people, they like to have a lot of inns because of the weather around here. Let's see. So I want to know where the Feather and Badger is. Taverns. The Feather and Badger. Okay, this guy doesn't like me. We'll try you. Perfect. We got it marked on our map, and it seems like it is all the way up in the northwest corner of town. But apparently we will find work there, and that will be good because maybe we can use that as an opportunity to check out a few more towns and maybe decide by the end of this episode where we want to station ourselves. Which was the Feather and Badger? Wait, I went to the wrong corner of town. Oops. Went to the northwest corner. Alright. I think if I stand, let's see. If I stand all the way on the edge of the wall, I can sprint maybe and not run into a civilian. Obviously, if I sprint and I hit a civilian, that'll be a crime. And that's part of the role-playing realism mod. Don't want to do that, but this is a good strategy, I think, to get around towns quickly. Okay. Let's hop into the inn, and sure, apparently there's work around here. So let's save before we get it. Let's see. My child, poor Anwick Hawking, is gone, stolen away by the Dark Brotherhood for Dibala knows what hideous purpose. You must help me, Titian. I'll give you all I have. 1,600 gold if you will bring my child back home to me. Okay, that's a pretty honorable quest. You're my savior. My name is Evelyn Buckingsmith. I think that was the person recommended to us. Quickly now, for you only have 94 days before they kill Andric Hawking. He's being held in the Wickhard residence in Holdbury. That's a lot of time. Is that far away? That is quite a lot of time to finish this. Vested Magica has broken. Okay, well, I knew that would happen eventually, so we've been wearing for a really long time now a vest on our chest that has basically spell absorption. So it's finally broken, which means maybe it's time to enchant something new with spell absorption. That could be something that we do soon. I think to do that, we'll want to buy like a piece of clothing. Maybe a piece of clothing we can put on our chest and enchant it. We also have had this protector wrap for a long time. We actually never used the spell. The enchanted items that you have to use tend to last a lot longer because I never remember to use them, while the enchanted items that just work passively, you know, they tend to break more easily. Okay. So let's find, I think it's Holbury like this. That's where we're going. Looks like it's going to be quite far away. I guess that's why we had so much time to do it. Let's travel all the way over there. So here we are in Holbury. It's a pretty small town. There's a lot of shops, though, actually. We could check out if any of them are of interest to us in terms of quality. There's two, actually, clothing shops. There's only one armor, and it's a good quality or a good place to sell stuff. But let's go ahead and see if we can buy any like shirts we could use. I'm not sure what the most enchantable shirt would be. We could get a vest and then potentially enchant it. I'm not sure what what the capacity is for enchantments on vests, like by default, but it's like so cheap, there's really no point not buying it. So let's buy this vest, and we will go ahead and check out if we can enchant that at the Mages Guild next time we go there. Now for the time being, let's figure out where the Wickhard residence is. Okay, it's marked on our map. Looks like it's all the way to the southeast of town, so we'll head in that direction. And we will save this person's kidnapped... What was it? Brother? Relative? Some sort of relative. Seems like they're being held by the Dark Brotherhood, so I could have a fight in store here. This is the Wickhard residence right here. What a nice view. Wrothgarian Mountains seem like a pretty nice place. I love the view here. Okay. Let's find this person. I don't think this is the person. I have no love for the Dark Brotherhood, even though Lord Kilbar is in bed with them. I'll help you, but don't spread it around. Lord Kilbar. Wait, you are Lord Kilbar, though. I don't get it. I have no love for the Dark Brotherhood, even though Lord Kilbar is in bed with them. I'll help you, but don't spread it around. So this guy is... or is a member of the Dark Brotherhood, or what? Also, this is a guy, and then the NPC is a girl. Is this a glitch? This is definitely glitched out. Okay. Where is the hostage? I know you're somewhere in here. Being kept up in the attic, maybe? Nope. Hey, where are they? I've checked every room, haven't I? Where are you hiding the hostage? I thought I checked up in the attic completely, but maybe they are up there and I just didn't see them. Hope it's not a glitched out quest that we'll have to reset the save. Let's see. I'm gonna head up there just in case I'm missing it. Okay, I'm not seeing them anywhere. This is a door to the outside, so that's not going to be of any help. I think they're meant to be in here, aren't they? Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Rescue him from the Wickhard residence in Holbury. Okay. Oh, it's her child that I'm rescuing. Okay, well, your child does not appear to be here. I don't know if he's well hidden or what, but I'm not seeing him anywhere. This NPC isn't being very helpful either. Is there a secret door or something in here? Surely not. Let's see. Okay, definitely not up there. It's like I've systematically went through every room at this point. It could be a quest that's glitched out, I guess. Huh, strange. Okay, well, we can try doing this. Huh, could not find quest marker current location. That usually brings you to the thing that you're trying to find here. Is this the right house? Did I go in the right house? Oh, I'm in the wrong house. I see what's going on. Okay, this is the Wickhard residence. This house right here. I went in the wrong house. The Wickhard residence is dark and ominous. It is certain that enemies lurk everywhere. Okay, here we go. I guess we should throw on our equipment here in preparation for the fight that's inevitably coming. It's not very dark and ominous in here, though, I gotta say. It just looks like a normal house. Okay, they're not keeping the hostage in the attic. I'm not seeing any enemies. There's the child. Are you here to rescue me? My name is Andrew Calking. I don't like these people. I'm sure you don't. Let's get out of here. No one messes with the Dark Brotherhood and lives. Well, I've messed with the Dark Brotherhood before, and I promise you all live. So, I hate to break your, hate to upset you there, Assassin, but that's the way it is. Okay. There's only one person guarding him. I imagine we might get ambushed, though, on our way back. Let's head back. I guess we should head back straight and return this kid, because probably we're going to be chased around by assassins until we finish this quest officially. So let's head back to... where was it that we came from? Let's see. Oh, I want to just get into my travel map here. I think it was Berkshire, I think? Berkshire or Alto? Which one was it? I don't remember. Evelyn Bucking-Smith. Berkshire. Okay. So let's head back to Berkshire. And then we can do a little bit more exploring around now that we've completed this quest. So I guess actually, let's stop at Tuntail. We'll stop at Tuntail. Hopefully we'll get there not during the middle of the night and we can check out what's there, and then we'll head back to Berkshire afterwards. Luckily, we got here during the mid-afternoon, so we don't have to rest or anything, so we shouldn't be bothered by assassins. Usually, when you get bothered by things, when you're in the middle of a quest, it's when you rest. Looks like they have a lot of stuff here. 2 armor shops, and what about pawn shops? 2 of these, so a lot of chances to get the message we want to get. So I'm just going to ask everyone here about all the things I want to know about. I wonder if So I noticed that when I asked another NPC about where something was, and they gave me the direction, when I kept asking them, they eventually marked it on your map, on my map. Okay, they do. So maybe we can just keep asking until they mark it on our map. Okay, I actually didn't know about that. That's a pretty useful mechanic. I can't believe I didn't realize that by now. So if I just keep asking someone, they'll eventually mark it on my map. So we're going to do that for all of these things. Okay, this guy doesn't know. Doesn't know where that is. This looks like a pretty big town. This could be a good town. They got libraries. They got the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. What temple do they have here? Temple of Kinnereth. There's temples of Kinnereth everywhere, but not the other ones as much. Okay. Alright, so we have most of the stuff marked on our map. I think there's one pawn shop we still need to figure out where it is. I think it's this one. Once we get that one marked, we'll have pretty much everywhere we need to check out marked. Okay, this guy should give it to us on our map eventually. Okay, perfect. So, we can start over here with the pawn shops, since those aren't part of the center of town. Sorry for the detour, kid. I'll show you some cool equipment, though. I can give this kid a little taste of adventure before I return him to his family. Okay, this is not the best message. We'll head back to the essential used merchandise over here. Man, tracking down like the best possible message in these shops is so hard. Okay, this is the best possible message in the opposite direction. So this is like the most top quality shop, which means that the shop prices will be good, but you'll get bad prices when you sell your things. So that's not what we want at all. Now, buying stuff from stores isn't as useful as selling things, because generally speaking, stores don't really have things you want to buy. I mean, occasionally maybe they'll have really good equipment. I think in stores that have those really, that are really high quality stores that have those good messages, they'll have better equipment. But of course, the prices you get when you sell your stuff are just terrible. So that's not what we want at all. Let's head over to the Adventurer's Herbs next. The Alchemy Shop. See what's going on in there. Nice thing about this town also is that they have like a palace, so we can get quests from nobles as well as just the common people, which is always good to increase our reputation in a region. Here's the alchemy shop. That's just like the average message, not too good or not too bad either. And okay, so town not looking too promising so far, but we still have the shops in the center of town. So let's check those out. So we'll check out this alchemy shop first. This isn't the message that we wanted to see. So the alchemy shops here are not too good. What about the armor shop? Not a great message. And one more alchemy shop to check out. Not a good message either. Looks like we have one more armor shop to check out all the way to the north. There's a weapon shop right here. Not that that matters as much as the armor shop. Okay. So we'll head all the way up to the north and check out the last weapon shop, but this town is not looking too promising. Here's the palace. You can always tell it's always this structure on the map. But this region is looking positive for quests, because I think we're going to be sent all over this region for quests, because it's so big we can easily be sent, across all the way over here like we were last time. And there's going to be tons of dungeons here, I'm sure. Like, look, there's already this many marked, and there's going to be way more unmarked than that. So on that front, this region's looking good. And here's the let's see, where's the shop? Godwin's Armor, it's over here. Last chance to get the message we're looking for. Let's see. That is the opposite of what we wanted. That's okay, though. We'll check out... What is this shop over here? This is just a gem shop. Okay, so let's head back and return this quest. We definitely don't want to station here. The most promising town so far has been Berkshire. So let's head there now. Okay. So we have to return this kid to the inn we got him from. What inn was that again? I think it was... Where was it? It was the Feather and Badger all the way up here. It's the middle of the night, so we shouldn't run over anyone by accident, so let's start sprinting on our horse. There are potentially guards out we have to be careful for, but other than that, we're pretty safe to do this. Alright, here we go. Andrew Hawking, you are alive and well. Tish and I owe you a debt that can never be fully repaid. This modest reward is the least that I can give you. Very nice. I have to say, the amount of gold you get from NPCs doesn't really matter later in the game. It's more about the loot that you can sell, to be honest. The amount of gold just is kind of negligible overall. So I think we'll maybe check out one more town this episode. And if we don't find something there, I might look, like I was mentioning earlier, I might just try and find the ideal town off episode, basically on my own. Because I just feel like walking around going to towns isn't that interesting to watch. But if you guys do find it interesting, let me know, and I can continue to go town hunting with the episode. In the next episode, I mean. But anyways, let's go to Longbourn, I guess. That'll be the last town that we check out, and see if they have anything there. Let me make sure. I think I saved it. Did I save the game? Let's see. No, I think I need to save the game again. Let's go to Longbourn, and that'll be the last town we check out in this region for the time being. So here we go. Okay, this time we arrived in the middle of the night, so we will actually have to go to an inn and rest. Let's see. We got two shops right here to check out immediately, but first we need to go to the inn. Okay. Where is the innkeeper? Here he is. Room for one night, please, and I only need to rest something like 6 hours. That should be enough to get most of the shops open in town. And we need to go back down to the first floor here and head out. Okay, let's see what they have on offer here. This looks like another pretty big town. Oh my gosh, there's like a district here with literally 6 taverns right next to each other. Very cool. It does not look too promising in terms of shops, though. There's not very many. I know there's an armor shop right next to the entrance of town over here. So we can check that out first. Yep. There's 2, actually. Let's see. Not the message we wanted. And what about this one? Okay, this is actually the message. This is like... That's a good message. It's not the ideal one, but it is a good one. Let's ask this townsperson. Let's see what else they have here. Maybe they have an alchemy shop. They have no alchemy shops here, actually, so we wouldn't want to be here anyway. Probably, because we want alchemy shops to sell our ingredients. They don't have any pawn shops either, so this is not the best town. This is a funny-looking guy, by the way. So, wow, look at these. I love the geography, or the terrain, I guess, of this region. It's so mountainous. Lots of tall hills and rugged terrain, I guess you could say. So, I guess maybe that's enough hunting around for towns. Maybe I'll hunt around a little bit more on my own. There's a number, a number of other big towns I can check out. Maybe I can find the ideal one, or maybe someone's been to this region before and can tell me if there's a town that has the shops I'm looking for here. I'm not sure if there is, though. But I think I'll leave things there for now, just because, I don't think it's too interesting to continue to do this on camera. So I know this was a less action-packed episode, but what do we have in store? I still have to test out the airships mod. I think I am actually going to reduce the prices from the default setting in the mod, so we can actually buy an airship. And maybe we could take that around this region. I think this would be a very cool region. to actually take an airship around, going from town to town, especially given the nice terrain. It might be cool to look down from the airship and check out the terrain as we go. Going on airships, I think you can also discover dungeons that you wouldn't have normally discovered, or just things on the ground, because you'll pass over them and see them. So that'll be a fun mod to check out. Maybe we'll do that in a coming episode, maybe next time. Other than that, we can do a few quests. You know, we still have some new quests in the Mages Guild due to the new mod pack we got, which I described a few episodes ago. So we'll do all of that. Definitely a main quest on the horizon here. But definitely for the immediate future, at the start of next episode, I will hopefully have either settled on just sticking with Berkshire for the time being, which was a pretty good town. It did have, you know, shops that would give us relatively good prices. But if I find a town that has, you know, alchemists and armorers that have even better prices, I mean, and when I say prices, I mean selling prices, then I'll definitely head there instead. So I'll do some house hunting off screen, and I will see you all next time and report my results on doing that.